Alright, time for my round 1 game of this month's MSEM GP. Playing Esper Caylin somehow against the only deck in the entire GP to run Rot. So, hopefully I don't get rotted, I guess. And this is a pretty good starting hand. Yeah, I keep this. But yeah, I'm just hoping that I just hope that this doesn't happen to me. I mean, if it doesn't happen to me, then I'm pretty happy. If it does, then I'm not very happy. Let me, yeah. And, oh, okay, my point mulligans once. That's good for me, at least. So, how's the curve going to go? This needs to fetch white. It also needs blue for Terraformers Globe, unless I'm not doing turn 1 Terraformers. Like, I don't have to go turn 1 Terraformers. I think I do need to do at least turn 2 Terraformers so I can get Sailson down on turn 3. But, like, I could just Ocean Monastery for planes, play Chronicles, and then the turn afterwards. I think I also need to fetch a blue source after off the Ocean Monastery. Let me actually check my opponent's deck. Do they have any ways to? Okay, and they're on the play actually, so it doesn't matter. And it seems like they're thinking about the bottom. But yeah, do they have any ways to punish me for going rail line on turn 1? I don't think so. I guess Rot kind of wrecks my rail lines, but I mean that's sort of a given. I think I do run out the rail line on turn 1. Like, so I just go Chronicles or fetch planes, Chronicles, rail line, Terraformers Globe. No, I mean that also makes my board kind of bad against Rot because I mean Rot blows up my rail line and then also mass screws me afterwards because I need more colors. I mean life doesn't matter too much in this matchup. I think I'm willing to just fetch paying land and then use stuff. And I guess I do run out the rail line. It does technically save me on some life somewhere. Did they bottom? Okay, they're bottoming. So turn 1 Mirror Gate, interesting. Let's see what they try to hit. I don't exactly have any lands I'm super concerned about. So, and also Mirror Gate doesn't force the thing that names to come into tapped anymore. I mean, hadn't done that since I don't know when I got nerfed, like maybe a few months ago or something, or half a year or something. Ocean Monastery black. Actually, that actually does. This does screw me quite a bit. I think I name white then, and just uh, and just accept that's like not making blue. Like I do have my blue sources. They do get rotted, but whatever. Like I'm fine with that. I think, and it actually does technically preserve life here. Uh, Okay, good. So yeah, it even saves me on life payments. So I get my turn 1 Chronicles down. I'll do my rail line so that I have blue for next turn. Hopefully this doesn't get blown up. I don't think they have a 2-drop, or I don't think they have a 2-mana team that can blow this thing up. And I think like I'm kind of just forced to hold up Cosmic Sinkhole for the rest of the game in case they try to rot me or something. Which means that I can't safely settle on 3, which is annoying. Okay, actually, so they have rot up for next turn, I guess. That means. Yep, they're ramping. I guess I just play a one. I can Terraformers Globe, Ocean Monastery, and then that still leaves up Cosmic in case they do turn 3 rot or something. Another Chronicles, interesting. But I just want the Chronicles instead, like because that does put on a decent amount of pressure, and there isn't exactly. I mean, I don't exactly have anything that I super need to draw right now. I mean, I guess it technically does. If I get Terraformers down, it does mana fix me for next turn. Maybe that's better. Yeah, I think I do want to. Yeah, I think I do want to apply pressure because then it forces them to maybe rot earlier than usual. So I will go Chronicles, and I still have. Yeah, I have all 3 colors of mana, so that's pretty good for me. But like, yeah, this is 4 damage a turn, so they do need to do something eventually. And if I make it to next turn, then I guess I'll probably Death Pit's Terraformers. No, I think I do need to hold up Cosmic for 3. Assuming like I'm hardcore playing against Rot, because like it could just be incorrect to try this hard to play against Rot. If I can get Sailson down safely, oh, okay, they're just going to Prying Inquiry me. I mean, so they strip my Cosmic Sinkhole, and then they probably just rot afterwards. So I need to find something that beats rot, which I actually don't have anything that does that. Yeah, seems like they're definitely planning for it. So like, yeah, what's my game plan against this? Because everything in my deck dies to rot. So I guess like if I hold stuff back, am I all right if I hold stuff back? Because Because if I just don't do anything, then they start dropping planeswalkers, and I can't beat those guys if I don't have stuff on board. Like it would actually be pretty nice if I could activate Chronicles on one, because then these guys actually become quite start clocking them down quite quickly. Actually, Unbound Expanse would be nice because then it puts me up lands. Because so in that case, land drops are also good because it makes my mana situation post rot a lot better. Actually, sales. I mean, Caylin top deck would also be decent because it means that I can drop Caylin after they rot my board, and I'll still. Oh, okay, they're. I guess they're grabbing Settle's on now. All right, so let's see. I mean, that is a land. That is a land for sure. I think I do have to run out Terraformer's Globe because I do want to draw stuff that's useful. Okay, now I'm drawing more lands than I need. Well, hope I don't get rotted, I guess. Like, this is actually quite good. Like, this is a really good rot board for them. And it actually still screws me out of blue because I didn't draw any blue lands. So, yeah. They are down to 9, but I don't see how I'm recovering. Do I need to play out Death Pitch Trophy now? I don't think I need to. Like, there's no point in playing out more stuff on board because I have more than enough mana right now due to all the lands I'm drawing. So yeah. I mean, they do have to tap out for rot at least, so that there's that. And after I get rotted, then no, they're not rotting right now. Either they're holding it or they don't have it in hand right now, which is, I guess, all right. Are they just minus doing like they could? If they don't do it, okay. If they zero, then that's actually fine because I just activate Chronicles and then go face. And they're down to 2 life. Is that fine for me? Like, so they're forced to rot, but the problem is that I want to kill the planeswalker instead. So if they the -2, I'm forced to sack terraformers, I guess. They don't have anything to return, right? So I think it might be worth knocking them down to 2. Actually they could have stand unassailable, which would be really annoying for me. Uh so yeah, do I just go for it? So they could have rot. So this thing survives rot. Gets a counter. And then they force me to sack. They don't have anything for me to sack, so they just make another guy, and then now they're at 2 life. They have a bunch of life gain left in deck. And then I need to somehow win from there. I mean, they're definitely are they? I don't think they're holding rot right now. If that's how they've been playing, so like I guess I can just kill this thing and then hope that it works out for me. Yeah, I'll go for that. Like, as much as I want to bring them down to 2, I think they have too much life gain for me to like just risk trying to lethal them. And also, I like once my board gets wiped, I don't have repeatable source of damage. And I need this thing to die, please. So like Settle's on top decks would be good. I actually win if they have nothing for the second Chronicles, which is funny. Oh yeah, if they rot here, then at least it blows up all their own clues, so they won't be able to draw cards off those. And then it goes back to being a top deck war, except if I top deck Caylin, I can try to empty their hand, I think. Oh no, I literally can't cast Caylin if I get rotted. So let's see if they have instant speed stuff that prevents second Chronicles activation from winning. They have Enopraxias, which is instant speed removal. So that thing can't kill my Fox before it connects, or before the second activation resolves. Seems like they're rotting now. No, they're going. Huh. Okay, sure. Actually, that is a problem. I mean, it takes up their entire turn, but the problem now is that they're up to 11. Yeah, good thing I didn't try to gun for their face. Like, it wouldn't have worked out well for me. But now they're up to 11, and they have planeswalkers for next turn. They're swinging in, which makes sense. Unless, yeah, they are going for that. So, how many discards I can get? Ooh, Beyond the Veil. Unfortunately, that actually hits. Does that literally hit nothing in their deck? It hits tokens, but okay, yeah. So Beyond the Veil is probably something I'm boarding out. After this, do I jam Death Pitch Trophy? I mean, I think I do. I think I do also keep around Beyond the Veil just because, like, I don't think exiling a token is worth beyonding right now. But I mean, at the same time, what exactly am I actually going to be beyonding? I think it might be worth it. But then the line becomes, Death Pit Trophy, equip the Death Pit Trophy, bring for 4. Or I could also activate Chronicles, but you could just make me sack the Fox, and then that's bad for me. I don't know. I think that's bit trophy equip works out better for me than activating Chronicles, because I could have, like, maybe they killed my only guy and then I get to Chronicles on 2. Yeah, I think I agree with that. So Death Pits, make them discard. Like if they're they're going to discard their Planeswalker. Interesting. So start whacking them and pass the turn because I don't want my mana sources to get blown up by a sweeper. I mean, the way they've been playing so far still suggests that they don't have rot in hand. Or I mean, they could just be saving up for a really big rot, which would suck a lot for me. I mean, like if I eventually get around to being able to cast Caylin and I draw Caylin, flashing in Caylin after rot is actually really good for me because it lets me connect with a really good hit. Seems like they got land. They still don't have rot out yet. That's good. Zerat. Oh, that's kind of bad. Yeah, that's kind of bad. I have to let it resolve. They could just they just bounced my Fox and I get the Chronicles again, but they could have but that takes up my entire turn. So like they could just untap and have rot or something like that. Oh, Settle Son. I think I keep Settle Son for post rot. Yeah, I think it's better to just play with what I have on board right now, which is Chronicle activation and literally nothing else. Do I want to run out Lumen Bay right now? I don't want to get swept up. But I mean technically it's also extra mana. I think I'm hedging more against not getting swept. So because if I top I can always use this when I need the mana. I think. Yeah. So this thing does. Oh, they're cracking clues now. Yep. They can also rot and then plus zero afterwards. So if they rot me, I guess I settle Son afterwards, and then beyond the veil their token, so that clears the board for settle. Although I think I have to settle Myas to grab Long Forgotten, which gets me some more card draws. They are down to 5, so surely they have a removal now for the big fox. Huh, they're still drawing cards. I guess they're drawing all their cards before the rot. Yep, so rot happens. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about that. I can still cast everything I want though, because even though I am still screwed off of blue, they're Beyond the Veil. Beyonds would be really nice if I was playing as literally any other deck, but they're playing a bunch of things that don't get Beyonded. So I mean, I can also settle, grab rods or marble roll, bounce the thing, but I think it's better to just find a target for my Beyond the Veils. Yeah. So settle Son. If they have another if they have another rot, then whatever. I can have won. I couldn't have beaten that. But yeah. So I mean, this does force him to expend some resources killing Settle Son. And they don't have that many good ways to kill. No, they have Spark Hunter Kajiwara Eye. That thing shoots down Planeswalkers. But at least I get one Beyond the Veil tick. So is there anything worth grabbing or worth exiling? I don't think they have any ways of rebuying stuff except for Planeswalkers, which I can't get rid of anyways. So I guess I'll just exile the Prying Inquiries or something. Or Zera does. No, they don't have any ways to rebuy stuff that I can take advantage of exiling right now. And that's not a blue source, still. I mean, good thing I haven't drawn any Caylins, but still, I would appreciate being able to draw and cast a Caylin right now. Manya, oh, that is also quite scary. Exhaustive Harvest, sure. They're going to fatigue themselves. Interesting. Do they have a fetch or something? They grab Lumbering Hillock. So yeah, they're going on the Manlands plan, and so I need to win soon, or else these guys are going to overwhelm me. I think I could, if I get Caylin if I get a Caylin engine going, I guess I could probably still get through this, but not looking so good for me. Yeah, they get that guy again. They're just playing guys on board. I can't really deal with that because I'm too resource constrained to deal with that. Oh, finally a blue source, but so best possible top deck for me would be a Caylin, I think, right? Yeah. Do I just sell Son for stuff? I could, but I don't think that's worth it. Yeah, not having any good good equipment to. Well, I mean, so Son's dying anyways, right? So no point in leaving it around for stuff. So might as well -1 and grab the discard rod to get rid of their last card in hand. Like, it might be important, and they're going to start going on the lands plan, which is not good for me, but maybe I get somewhere. Do I actually I can go after Zerat, and they're probably going to block here. So maybe Cell actually survives the turn. No, they're just going to kill it with one of their lands. All right, in that case, whatever. I'll like swing at Zerat first and see how they block. And there's like nothing else for me to use for Beyond Veils to get used on, so I might as well also exile the other creature. Maybe. I'm surprised that they're taking so long to decide whether they want to chump for Zerat. I feel like it's pretty obvious. Like, you always chump here. Oh, they're double blocking. I don't know what they're playing around, but sure. I mean, I guess they also don't get punished by anything for double blocking, so there's that. And again, like, I don't think Cell is going to make it through this turn, so might as well cash it in for some for like a discard rod or something. I could also grab Marble, the bounce rod, but I don't think that's actually a good use of my stuff, so yeah, I'll just grab. Oh, I could grab Deadly Harping like maybe sometime earlier or whatever, but it's too late for that now. Actually, I could also grab Hermetic Meditation. Maybe that would have been better, just to turn off on their planeswalkers or whatever. But I don't think like we're at in that sort of game now. They discard last card review. Okay, that's bad for me because they can just reuse it. Do I mean, there's no reason to Beyond the Veil right now because like it's just a 2/2. And I guess I'll exile the sorceries because I don't want my opponent to pop out Reveal Eternities from their graveyard in response. And they're going to Reveal Eternities in response anyways. Sure. So this could top deck me Caylin, in which case like I might have a chance after this. I can definitely grind. They exiled the fatigue, or they milled the fatigue. That's how they were going to, and that's another land. So now my deck's going into the mode where it just draws lands in a row, and now since I'm behind, it's really bad for me. And get whacked, and they're just going to keep making creatures. Yep, and more planeswalkers. All right, yeah, I'll probably lose this then. I think I was losing anyways once the rot came down. I drew nothing but lands for a bit, but this would definitely seal the deal. So do I have like some random out? No, I don't think so. Like if I wasn't the actually good version of the deck, like the pre-nerf version of the deck, maybe, but yeah, Chronicles isn't good enough here. I'm winning this. Okay, cool. So post board, the matchup gets even worse for me because they board in all their removal. Like, main deck, they actually don't have that much removal, but post board, they bring in Pestbolt, and I literally can't deal with that. And they also get to bring in Celestial Banishment, which nukes everything that I have, so, like, I don't think I have a good matchup here. So I bring in Laybear, I bring in Isolateds, I bring in Counter Spells, I board out Beyond the Veils because they're beyond useless against their deck. I think Witch's Invocation actually helps me. Or the problem with Witch's Invocation is that it gets swept up by Rot, and also like it doesn't help me play against Rot at all. I bring in a bunch of Isolated. Is that better than Hermetic Meditation? Like Isolated also hits lands, I guess. But, like they're mostly planeswalkers, so I don't think like Hermetic Meditation I definitely bring in. I'm not sure on other guys. Do I need more Lost to Dream? I really don't want to be Lost to Dreaming their deck because I don't actually deal with the fatigues well. I'd rather not have to deal with fatigues. Like, I want this thing to be hitting creatures, but they don't have creatures. Maybe, like, I don't need... I should have at least one Isolated so I can beat the Manlands. I guess I just run this. I'm not super happy about it, but it's better than nothing, I guess. Yeah, sure. But I could also try to board down on the rail lines, but the thing is, like, they're actually part of my mana base, so I don't think I should be cutting lands in this matchup. Just have to like play around stuff. Actually, does Tether Simplicity turn off Planeswalkers? It does. It actually, no, it's Lawn Lands. So it doesn't turn off their mana lands. Yeah, I don't think I need this many anti-Planeswalker things. Like, their Planeswalkers are pretty slow, so I'm more worried about removal than Planeswalkers. Alright, this hand doesn't have much action, which is a problem. Like, it has a curve, but it doesn't have action. Rod hits absolutely nothing early game. Lost Your Dreams might be able to snipe something, but at the cost of making my draws bad. I think I keep this anyways, but I'm not happy about it. Like, I don't have an engine in hand, which is the problem. and I only have one piece of interaction. I'm just hoping for good top decks off Terraformers then. And I think I might keep Wayfarer Shrine around as a shuffle, because I first see Lost of Dreams hitting something, and they keep 6. Sure. Land, that's not what I'm looking for. I hope that I draw into something useful, and I don't just like flood out here. I could easily imagine that happening. Like, this deck's prone to flooding out for some reason, even though it doesn't run that many lands. Okay, I got Caylin, that's nice. Do I need to hold up Lost of Dreams or something? I do. I mean, they could like prying inquiry me, but I really don't want to be prying inquiring or Lost of Dreams and prying inquiry. At the same time though, like, I can't really protect the Caylin. If I Witch's Invocation, then this would be a lot better, because then I get Caylin plus Rod plus Witch's Invocation, which is really good protecting Caylin. But since I don't have that, do I just run out Death Pitch Trophy right now? I mean, like, I guess better than just doing nothing here, right? And I don't think I want to be trading Lost of Dreams with, but at the same time, like, Caylin is really good, so, but I can't protect Caylin against the Pithbolt either, so like, I think I Wayfarer Shrine and pass, but I'm not happy about this. Actually, they might have gone down on Prying Inquiries just to bring in more removal. I think this probably was a mistake. Yeah, probably should have just Death Pitch trophied. Oh, maybe they are going for it. I think I've like committed myself to countering their Prying Inquiry now, which is actually oh, never mind. They're not. Yeah, I should have done something else instead then. Actually, do I? Yeah, okay, screw this. I'm countering that. That might be incorrect, but I don't want to be wasting mana here, so I'm just going to assume that that was whatever. Watch me like draw the fatigue sometime later on this game. Okay, and I actually have good mana now, so yeah, play Marine Fall and it pass. Like, they could start holding up removal. Get Death Pit Trophy at least, so like Caylin can start kicking back Death Pit trophies, and then that harasses their hand size. They might also just go for a discard spell right now, in which case I flash out Caylin in response. Although I won't have Death Pitch Trophy around to make use of. I mean, I still have Terraformer's Globe. Like, that's a draw engine on its own. Yeah, I'm really hoping that they tap out here, because I don't want to deal. Oh, okay. I don't. Let me check if they have a way to kill Caylin now. Pithwell. No, they don't. Okay, all of their removal costs black mana, so they're tapped out of removal right now, which means that I'm completely safe to just resolve Caylin end of turn. And they probably just take Death's Pitch Trophy, but it's actually, yeah, kind of bad, because I don't really care that much about Terraformers, like drawing cards off Terraformers. I'd rather be controlling their hand size instead of my own, but I mean, it's fine. I got Caylin into play, and then managed to survive, so like, that's already more than I can really hope for in this matchup. I guess they're holding up like an end of turn reveal eternities or whatever, but I'm fine about that. I'm pretty happy if that's what they're doing. Alright, I do need to draw cards, I guess. Cosmic, ooh, nice. I think I shouldn't be running out. Yeah, I definitely should not be running out random. Actually, I can run out a rail line, because I can just pick it back up if I need to. And like, if they rot me, I'll just pick it back up end of turn. Yeah, I think that's probably alright. And now I'm clocking them with the Caylin, which does actually kill very quickly for a value card. And yeah, I rail line here. I want to rail line on a turn where I can make use of it. So I mean, I got Caylin going. They can try to use removal on it, in which case, like, I don't think they could do 2 removal spells in a row, but like, Cosmic blocks the first removal spell, so yeah, they need to have 2 removal spells in a row that can kill Caylin. I mean, they do have the mana for that. Oh, they're going to rot. Cool, I managed to counter the rot. And now I think Caylin starts going to go nuts this game. Although I do need to, okay, there we go. Yeah, so Witch's Invocation means that Rod of Marble Roll now protects Caylin. And Death Pitch Trophy, ooh, nice. So I can get, or no, I can't get that many Death Pitch Trophy. I guess I'll just try to protect Caylin this turn. Do I bounce back Terraformers right now? I think I should just play it safe. Like, if they have a second, yeah, I should play it safe, because I have Caylin plus Witch's Invocation plus Death Pit Trophy, which just wins if I ever manage to get the lockdown. And I need a second Blue Sword Stone this turn, so I just like play out a Witch's Invocation this turn when I have the chance to. Yeah, I think I think I do. And I have one more land drop left, so I guess I use it on the death. Yeah, I think I'll start trying to harass their hand size. And they discard Exhaustive Harvest. I'll just smack them with and pick up Death Pitch Trophy again, which I guess incentivizes them to start doing stuff. Just play out Death Pitch Trophy again. No, I think I need to keep up these guys to protect Caylin. Yeah. So like if they try to go after Caylin, I'll just Witch's Invocation, flash out Rod, bounce Witch's Invocation response. Hopefully this works out. Prying Inquiry. Interesting. Well, so the thing here is that like they have removal after this. I don't think there's actually a guaranteed way for me to protect Caylin here, fortunately. So I think it's still like if they take Witch's Invocation, I'm caught with my pants down, so I think I need to flash out Witch's Invocation right now. Which is not good for me because then they take Rod and then they go after Caylin, and I bounce like Terraformer's Globe, I Death Pitch Trophy them, and oh, actually no, there is something I can do in response. Yeah, let's see if this works out then. Okay, so I need to do this here. If they're holding removal, they need to use it now. Okay, actually, what are the chances they are holding last card removal though? I think it's actually low enough where I'm willing to just run this out, and like even if they kill Caylin in response, I'm still fine because then they're out of cards. Okay, cool. Did I manage to snipe a Planeswalker? Nice. And they're empty-handed now, so and I have the discard lock up, so I'm pretty satisfied right now. Actually, they can crack the clue. I should pick up that Pitch Trophy here. Do they have one-man ways to blow up? No, they don't. So this should be completely safe. Still though, that means I don't have a way to protect Caylin right now. Which isn't like it's still fine, but I'd rather have a way to protect Caylin right now. Like whatever. So I swing here. I pick up Terraformer's Globe. I think like I have to pick up something right now, so I do it now. Go down to 2. Play Terraformer's Globe. Draw a card. No more lands right now, but like at least I'm in a situation where I don't mind having a bunch of lands because I have things to use my mana on. I guess I'll play Plains and pass the turn. And yeah, now I do the Caylin thing, which is draw step blocking my opponent. Still, so if they have like instant speed removal, then they top deck instant speed removal. Okay, they didn't. Cool. So they can still crack a clue, and then I can't respond to that if they got something they could play, but it seems like they didn't. So yeah, that's the sort of game I need to play if I want to win. In which case, maybe I do go up to 3 Witch's Invocation. Like, yeah, Witch's Invocation is insane, but the problem is that it gets swept up by Rot, and it's bad on its own. I think I still go with 2 Witch's Invocation, though. Maybe I don't need the last Isolate. Like, this does answer the lands, but, like, lands aren't relevant until way later on. If it goes into the late game, I can't grind out. I mean, I could have instant speed rods to, like, instant speed rod blinks to get rid of the mana lands. Yeah, fine. Alright, judge card resolved. Basically, let's go back and put the card back in. Wait, so do I want Witch's Vacation or Isolated? I think I'll play on Witch's Vacation and hope that I don't end up dying to mana lands, right? That was my original plan. But yeah, so let's see what I get. Actually, yeah, this hand's pretty good. It's a bit slow, but I have turn 2 Lay Bear into Caylin, possibly. If I get Caylin Lay Bear going, then that might actually just win me the game because it'll strip every answer from my opponent's hand. No turn 1 play, unfortunately, but I guess that's fine. Like, they could turn 1 to rest me, and then that takes Slaybear, and then that could be bad. I mean, if they do that, then I just keep up Lasso Dreams. Oh wait, no, they're on the play. So if they don't have turn 1 to rest, they could also turn 2 Prying Inquiry away my. Okay, they have a tap land on turn 1. That's good for me, I guess. Okay, nice. Terraformers. Do I Murmuring Falls or do I Lost Through Dreams? I do kind of want to preserve life, sort of. So yeah, I'll Murmuring Falls because I think that loses me less life overall. Nice. Witch's Invocation. Okay, so I have everything that I want in my hand. Let's see if my opponent gets to tear it apart. Seems like the answer is no. Okay, cool. I let this resolve. I mean, I can't do anything about that. And then I just hold up Witch's Invocation and hope that I don't get rotted. I mean, I actually, so I have, I guess like I jam an end turn Witch's Invocation and then follow up with the Lay Bear Ambitions or something. I mean, I could also Lasso Dreams. Okay, cool. I guess I do just hold up Lasso Dreams then. If they try to jam Planeswalker, I Lasso Dreams it and then shuffle it away. And I mean, how important is it that I counter this guy over? Actually, yeah, sure. I'll counter it because then I get to Lay Bear next turn and try to snag their next play. Oh yeah, I do have to lose 1 life for that. So, I mean, I need to fetch now. What do I fetch? Do I need more blue sources or do I need more black sources? I think I need more black sources. I mean, actually, it doesn't matter too much with Terraformers Globe in play, but it could matter, so I should think about it. Yeah. Right, what do I draw? A rail line. I'll just keep it in my back pocket. Do I just labor ambitions then snag their 5-drop? I think that's the best thing for me to be doing. Although, like, the problem is that puts back Caylin by a turn. Okay, actually, no, if they jam 5-drop, I just drop Caylin and then start laboring them. Uh, can their 5-drop planeswalkers actually deal with Caylin at all? Urbeck, actually, yeah, Urbeck does that, but Banks is tap. Okay, so I think it's actually, I'm actually completely safe just passing here. Yeah. I don't think they have a way to, like, I guess if they, no, if they don't do anything, I just flash on Witch's Invocation. We're going to reveal Eternities, which is fine, and seems like they're still holding Pithweld, so I shouldn't be jamming Caylin right now. And they flip over Rot, interesting. That means they're probably holding a Rot somewhere. Alright, let's see if they do anything against Witch's Invocation. They let it happen. Cool. Actually, that means I can start doing Northern Lights. Do I want to get my rail line into play now? It makes me worse into Rot, and I can't actually answer Rot right now. I mean, I can actually. I just labor it on their upkeep. Yeah, I guess I do that then. And do I? Yeah, I need to do that. I actually don't have that many white sources now, so I mean, yeah, I guess I upkeep labor and then, which means I probably should Long Forgotten now. Problem is that they could also just have actually, if they rot me, I do Caylin stuff in response? If they rot me, I guess I tap my card, tap my lands, my things die. I flash in Caylin. I don't have anything to pick up, but that's fine. And then I lay bare. I do double lay bare, and maybe that probably kills their hand enough. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. So, like, yeah, like if they try to jam a 5-drop planeswalker, I don't think like Caylin can just come down and kill that on the backswing. Okay, now they're holding up Rot plus stuff, and they're jamming. Does that do anything? Actually, this is like one of the few planeswalkers that actually deals with, or that Caylin can't go through. Yeah, I guess it resolves. I can't do anything against that. And then I just, oh, they're -3ing. Interesting. All right, sure. Does that make things easier for me? I think it sort of does. Like, they're drawing a bunch of cards though, which is problematic for me, but I got labor ambitions with Witch's Invocation backup, so I don't think they're ever sticking anything. And I'm confident enough that I can like find a way to get through this. I just need to find one of the ways to tutor stuff. Yeah, pick up Terraformers Globe, replay Terraformers Globe. That's a land. I mean, Kajiwara, I can't kill Caylin though, so like that's something at least. Oh, that's a lot of lands. I mean, so like they can keep upticking to ping me down, but Caylin will be able to block everything. I think I'll just start off with Labor to see what's in their hand, and I mean that's probably what I'm picking up off the Caylin, so might as well like start the grind train. Oh, 2 rots. Do I actually don't? Do I need to deal with the rots? They got pretty free Zerat coming down. Like if they rot me, I can't make Caylin survive that, so I guess I'm forced to deal with it. Like I take both rots and then I have a Zerat floating around. I think I do. Like yeah, I think I do take both rots still because that's probably the safest thing to be doing. And like I just popped the labor ambitions, so I mean, they're definitely blocking here though. So I think at least, yeah. I think it also means that like I'm safe to start running out rail lines because I don't think they're ever resolving a rot. Do they have like they could actually no, they can just kill Caylin. I think I do want to upkeep, or I want to draw step the rot though. Like I'm not super keen about that. I think I just go with one that gives the play that gives me the most mana actually. Yeah. Like Zero just bounces something and then it gets. They can do stuff now. They can actually reveal Eternities into a removal spell for Caylin, which would be pretty bad for me. Once Caylin goes down, the engine once Caylin goes down, the engine stops working, and then I need to wait to find another Caylin to start the engine back up. Prying Inquiry. Okay, I don't have anything useful though, so I guess I just take the rot and be pretty happy about that. So the funny thing is, like, if they try to Zerat and draw cards, I'm just going to pick up Labor Ambitions in response, because I do want the Labor Ambitions train to go on for a bit longer. Their Planeswalkers can keep making bodies to block Caylin, which is annoying. Actually, there is another problem with Zerat in that, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it 2 mana already? Okay, so they play Zerat for 2, they draw a card, now they have possibly enough mana for removal, which is not fun for me. I mean, yeah, I let this happen. They could just, actually no, they just bounce Caylin to hand and then Prying Inquiry it. In that case, like, what do I do about this? Do I want to prevent their draw, or do I just want to pick up Labor Ambitions again and possibly blank another one of their draws? Like, I can also just pick up Terraformer's Globe so that I have a draw going into next turn. Yes, so do I want to let Labor Ambitions die? I think it's safe enough. I think I'd rather just cantrip. So like they Prying Inquiry my Caylin, I flash out Terraformer's Globe, and then that draws me a card, and maybe I have stuff to do next turn. You still find their last rot in their deck somewhere. It is like could be concerning. I also have no way to start attacking the eye now, so that is also a problem. Do I know anything about their hand? I know they have a forest, I think. Yeah, they play out their no, they have one unknown card. They're just starting to drain me now. Right, what do I draw? I'm bound. Unfortunately, not that good now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, they still have more things. I should probably just bounce something now so that I don't have to think about it later. Although, like, do I really? I don't think I cared that much about rot. So I think it's worth. Yeah, it's probably worth bouncing something right now. I'll bounce like Sedate Tundra or something. I'm not going to think that hard about it, I guess. Another land. Cool. Yeah, this is also. I guess this is a good time to start drawing lands, isn't it? So I play Long Forgotten so I can start clearing out the rots, I guess. And then I'll also play out Unbound Expanse. Like I'll flash an Unbound Expanse for something, I don't know what, but maybe if they try to go after one of my Long Forgottens, I'll flash an Unbound Expanse to do something about that. They're cracking turn, the clue end of turn, which, yeah, makes sense. Maybe I should have returned, yeah, maybe I should have picked up Labor just because I get one more turn of hand attack. But like I do have Long Forgotten as technically a draw engine. I'm not sure how long it's going to stick around. How am I getting so many land draws? I mean, okay, why am I even surprised? This is what the deck does, right? It gets to a decent position and then just draws a bunch of lands in a row. And if you don't have the engines going, then the lands are useless and you die. So I guess I think I should keep around on the Bound Expanse for a bit longer. Rocking Unbound for one card feels a bit of a waste. Although, like, I'm actually not sure what I can draw here. Okay, they're just going to keep draining me. Chronicle of the Kitsune doesn't do it for me because it's Chronicles, like, because it makes a guy when it comes down, so I can't immediately do the second mode. And it's also anti-synergistic with Unbound Expanse. And they somehow found their last rot. Cool. Yeah, I think I flash an Unbound Expanse and crack it, so at least I get one card of value off my things. That was their last rot, right? I mean, on the bright side, it is their last rot, so if I can somehow come back from this, I guess, like, I got something going for me. But yeah, I need to crack this in response so that I can draw like one card off of this. And I draw a land, cool. Wonderful time to start drawing a bunch of lands in a row. So can Caylin get me out of this? I don't think Caylin even gets me out of this here right now. What card actually gets me out of this? I don't think there's any top deck that can get me out. Yeah, and they're putting on a lot of pressure onto my face too. So this is not looking good for me. Hermetic Meditation. Okay, that's better than nothing, but a bit late. Yeah, turns out the gravy train has left the station, so I can't really. This deck doesn't recover well from board wipes if it draws a bunch of lands in a row. Like, this deck actually recovers reasonably well from board wipes if a Caylin was in play right before the board got wiped, because you can set up a bunch of stuff with Caylin. Like, you probably you kick up your most valuable permanents and then you drop them down post wipe, and hopefully they get you there. But like if your board's completely empty because your killing got answered and then you drew a bunch of lands in a row, then yeah, you're kind of just dead. And now they're also going to get Monument online, so even if I deal with their creatures, I boarded out all my isolated, so unless I find another Witch's Invocation plus stuff, I'm pretty dead. Reveal Eternities, okay, sure. Honestly, like maybe I should have taken the second rot, because if I had Caylin in play, I could have actually survived a single rot, right? So what I take Zerat. They cast Rot with Kajawara in play. Except I mean they Rot and then do stuff with Kajawara. I mean, and then they probably incur me afterwards. And yeah, I don't think that was. I don't think I'm out there. Monastery, naming blue. Okay, sure. Come on. All right, fine. I guess the game just doesn't want me to win this one. So that's like 5 extra lands in hand, and I drew a decent. I drew like a few cards this game too. So yeah, that's a lot of extra lands. Actually, I have a pretty small graveyard too, because like this deck doesn't actually draw that many cards. It reuses the same cards over and over, so it doesn't go pretty. This deck doesn't go very deep into itself. So looking at his graveyard actually gets you a pretty good view of what happened, I guess. In which in this case, like that's almost more lands than I have non-land cards. So yeah, I'm counting the rare lands as lands too. So anyways, so that's game 1 lost. But I mean, on the bright side, Scribbl is the only deck in the GP that runs Rot, so I don't have to face any more Rot decks afterwards. I mean, like this matchup is also especially bad for me because the way that their deck is built blanks my Beyond the Veils, which is probably one of the best cards in my deck, because having a 2-mana repeatable bounce, like 2-mana thing that repeatedly removes stuff they can bounce is absolutely nuts. So when my opponent's playing a deck with only 4 drops and higher, it takes away a lot of the power of Esper Caylin, its ability to trade down on resources. And like in game 2, you sort of saw like it is possible to win this sort of matchup just by doing Caylin beats and stuff. I mean, in game 2, I also got sort of lucky in that my magic countered the Rot, and then my opponent didn't have any other answers left for Caylin. Or actually, I forgot. Did I get Caylin? I got the discard lock going, right? And then Caylin was also killing in a turn. So yeah. But anyways, hopefully that means that I'll win the next 3 games and still top cut. So see you next round, I guess.